Hello everyone. Welcome back to Learn Full English. In today's video, we're focusing on common mistakes in English and how to fix them. Learning English can be tricky, and it's normal to make mistakes. But don't worry. Together, we'll identify the most common errors and learn how to avoid them. Make sure to watch until the end because I'll share bonus tips to improve your English faster. Let's get started.
Grammar mistakes. Mistake 1. Host. Let's start with our first grammar mistake. I didn't went to the park. This sentence is incorrect. After did or didn't, we always use the base form of the verb. The correct sentence is, I didn't go to the park. Now repeat after me. I didn't go to the park. Great! Let's move on. Mistake 2. Next is a common mistake with do and does. Many learners say, she don't like pizza. But this is incorrect because with she, we use does. The correct sentence is, she doesn't like pizza. Now say it with me. She doesn't like pizza. Excellent. Mistake 3. Another frequent error is with singular and plural verbs. Learners often say, there is 5 apples on the table. But since apples is plural, we use aren't. The correct sentence is, there are 5 apples on the table. Repeat, there are 5 apples on the table. Great job! Mistake 4. Next, many learners say, I am agree with you. This is wrong because agree is a verb and doesn't need am. The correct sentence is, I agree with you. Repeat after me. I agree with you. Wonderful! Mistake 5. Finally, here's a common mistake with past tense. He has been to Paris last year. When talking about a specific time in the past, we use the simple past tense. So the correct sentence is, he went to Paris last year. Say it with me. He went to Paris last year. Perfect. Pronunciation mistakes. Mistake 1. Many learners pronounce comfortable as comfortably. But the correct way to say it is comfortable. Repeat after me. Comfortable. Well done. Mistake 2. Next, learners often say develop as develop. The correct pronunciation is develop. Repeat, develop. Excellent. Mistake 3. Here's a tricky one. 3 and tree. Many learners confuse these two words. To say 3, you need to emphasize the th sound. Repeat after me. 3. Great. Now say tree. Perfect. Mistake 4. Another common mistake is with the word education. Many learners say education, but the correct pronunciation is education. Repeat, education. Fantastic. Mistake 5. Finally, let's talk about the word often. Some learners say it with a hard T, like often. The correct way is often. Say it with me, often. Brilliant. Incorrect phrases. Mistake 1. Let's start with, I am boring. This sentence is wrong if you want to talk about your feelings. The correct sentence is, I am bored. Repeat after me. I am bored. Excellent. Mistake 2. Next, learners often say, can you borrow me your book? This is incorrect because we use lend when giving something. The correct sentence is, can you lend me your book? Say it with me. Can you lend me your book? Well done. Mistake 3. Here's a common mistake. He speaks English good. Instead of good, we should use well. The correct sentence is, he speaks English well. Repeat after me. He speaks English well. Great job. Mistake 4. Another error is, I look forward to meet you. After to, we use the gerund form, which is meeting. So the correct sentence is, I look forward to meeting you. Say it with me. I look forward to meeting you. Excellent. Mistake 5. Finally, learners often say, I have a good news. Since news is uncountable, we don't use a. The correct sentence is, I have good news. Repeat after me. I have good news. Fantastic. Let's keep exploring more questions and examples to help you master English. These are some of the most common challenges faced by learners. Question 6. Why do native speakers speak so fast? How can I understand them? This is a great question. Native speakers often connect their words, making it hard for learners to follow. Here's how you can improve. 1. Focus on listening to common phrases, not individual words. For example, instead of hearing "What are you doing?" as separate words, listen for "Why you doing?" 2. Practice with slowed down audio first, then gradually speed it up. You can use apps like YouTube to adjust playback speed. 3. Write down phrases you hear and repeat them several times. Let's practice. Listen carefully. What are you doing? Now repeat after me. Why you doing? Great job. Question 7. How do I learn phrasal verbs? They're so confusing. Phrasal verbs can be tricky, but they're essential for sounding natural in English. Here's how you can learn them. 1. Focus on 5 to 10 phrasal verbs at a time. For example, give up means to stop trying. Look after means to take care of. 2. Write sentences with these phrasal verbs. For example, I will not give up on my dreams. She looks after her younger brother. 3. Watch videos or read stories that include phrasal verbs in context. Let's practice. Can you create a sentence with give up? Write it in the comments. Question 8. How do I sound more polite in English? Being polite in English often depends on using the right phrases. Instead of being too direct, try these polite alternatives. 1. Instead of saying give me water, say, could you please give me some water? 2. Instead of I need help, say, could you help me please? Practice being polite by using these phrases in your daily conversations. For example, repeat after me. Could you please help me with this? Great! Politeness goes a long way in building good relationships. Practical exercises for fluency. Now, let's do some practical exercises to make sure you remember what we've learned today. Exercise 1. Grammar correction. I will say a sentence, and you need to correct it. Ready? 1. He don't like coffee. What's the correct version? Pause for 3 seconds. Correct. It's he doesn't like coffee. 2. She is more smarter than him. Pause for 3 seconds. The correct sentence is, she is smarter than him. Great job. Exercise 2. Pronunciation practice. Now, let's practice some tricky words. Repeat after me. 1. Comfortable, comfortable. 2. Often, often. 3. Develop, develop. Say these words 3 times, and you'll get them right every time. Exercise 3. Phrase matching. Match the phrases to their meanings. 1. Give up. 2. Look forward to. 3. Run out of. Match these with A. To stop trying. B. To be excited about something in the future. C. To have no more of something. Let's check your answers. Give up matches with A. Look forward to matches with B. Run out of matches with C. Well done. Congratulations. You've made it to the end of this lesson. Today we covered 1. Common grammar mistakes and how to fix them. 2. Pronunciation errors and their correct forms. 3. Incorrect phrases and better alternatives. 4. Bonus tips to improve your fluency and confidence. Remember, practice is key to learning English. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Here's your challenge. Use 3 new phrases you learned today in your daily conversation. Write them in the comments, and I'll check them for you. Host, closing statement. Thank you for joining me on this journey to learn English. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to learn full English for more lessons. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing and stay confident. Bye for now.
Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this lesson. Today, we covered 1. Common grammar mistakes and how to fix them. 2. Pronunciation errors and their correct forms. 3. Incorrect phrases and better alternatives. 4. Bonus tips to improve your fluency and confidence. Remember, practice is key to learning English. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference. Here's your challenge. Use 3 new phrases you learned today in your daily conversation. Write them in the comments, and I'll check them for you. Host, closing statement. Thank you for joining me on this journey to learn English. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to learn full English for more lessons. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing and stay confident. Bye for now.